recording now.
Okay,
So whatever you
awesome.
want to,
I can start from my daughter's death then, if you want, because that's where the most corruption's at. That's where I'm really getting woken up first.
I really want you to, if you could, and I know, like, because once we say it, it's like we get it out, but if you could, like, your earliest memory, you've been
Okay, yeah, from the
victimized.
beginning of time,
Yeah,
definitely.
like, it's like you just want to escape this
It's gonna
pattern
be
of victim.
dark, okay, girlie? So stay with me. I will try to be as positive as, because I want
No,
to be
you
able to
just be
say things
real,
and it
like,
be
because
positive.
right now you're hiding because you're fighting for your life and you're fighting to uncover corruption, but
Yeah, I took down my face everywhere.
since before you had your period, you've been a victim.
hmm By my own adopted family, which I was in the system. I didn't get officially adopted out until I was, I think I was 2 years old, because there's pictures of me back in the day somewhere, um, of me being a little 2 year old in a in a courthouse. So it was involving DHS. So I was told by my adopted family, my adopted mother specifically, Anita Wagner, that it was a blessing back in the 90s. They didn't adopt out into the same families, and it was such a blessing that she was able to get me her brother's daughter, only child, out of this away from DHS and back into the family. And so this is how I'm raised. I'm raised to believe that my birth father all along is actually my uncle. But at the same time, my adopted mother, who's really supposed to be, I didn't find out till later on, is actually my aunt, the sister of my birth father. I didn't find out till later on that, it was a lot of just, they put me in the bad side of the family. It was crazy. So, all growing up, my earliest memories, I get oh gosh, I get left at home. So Anita, she lost her daughter at 18, the same year I was born, so she didn't go through any grieving or anything, so I can understand that now. She was a hurt person, and DHS should have seen that too, and should have said, oh, well, she needs to take mental classes to make sure she's good.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't, so I got scooted off to Anita Wagner, and she would leave me in a pack and play at first, and then she'd leave me all the way across the house, like in her room, and then she would go off all the way across the other house and would cry and cry all day long. And so that's all I remember. And I don't know if she was going off to work probably, but then eventually we would get older, a little bit older, and I guess they got, from Heather's car wreck, their real daughter's car wreck, and her passing away, they got money. And so we got to go to see babysitters. And I actually have on a recorded line my earliest babysitter, Miss Bonnie. She said she was a retired army woman, and she injured her back. And so she babysat kids up until she just couldn't pick us up anymore and stuff. She couldn't do it. But she described that she was only charging $1 an hour to watch children, and she had a bunch of kids there too. It wasn't just me, my Bubba, Anthony, and Josh. She had a lot of kids. But she told me now, years later, over the phone, that